ladies and gentlemen. Today is Thursday, the 27th of February. It's showtime, 5:30 p.m., our second show of the day. And let us welcome you all to episode 30 of the Diversey BW Hotelier GM show series, season 3. We are well into the last week of the show. And we shall take a break, and that break will bring us to 2026 before we come back. Today, we are diving into a fascinating transformation of how North India's hospitality landscape is evolving from highway pit stops to premium getaways in the hills and spiritual hubs. Whether it's the bustling corridors of Punjab and Chandigarh, the spiritual magnetism of Rishikesh, or the high-altitude retreats of Himachal, each region faces a unique mixture of luxury, leisure, and logistical challenges. That's what we shall explore today. And the topic of our show today is from grand highways through grand getaways, navigating luxury, leisure, and logistics in North India's hospitality. I have a wonderful set of speakers today. There are 5 exceptional general managers who've mastered the art of balancing accessibility with exclusivity, efficiency with indulgence. Let us welcome the gentlemen here, and let me begin the show right away. First in and off the blocks is Vishal Singh, who's the general manager of the rather well-appointed JW Marriott in Chandigarh. Welcome to the show, Vishal.
Hi, Bhuvanesh. Thank you. Good evening. Great to be part of this season. I missed out the last one, so looking forward to this GM show. Congratulations to you and BW Hotelier team for putting this all together. I think I look forward to this.
I'm delighted to have you back. Last year, you had reasons which were beyond capacity for any one of us. That be that. Thank you for being here. Next in is my good friend Ravi Dhankhar from Guru Ki Nagri. He's the general manager of the Holiday Inn Ranjit Avenue in Amritsar. Let us welcome Ravi Dhankhar to the show. Welcome to the show, Ravi.
Hi, Bhuvanesh. Thank you. Good evening, all. Thank you for an opportunity.
Good to have you here.
Pleasure is always mine. Thank you.
Thank you. Next in is Syed Zulfioar Ali. He's the general manager of the Hyatt Regency, Ludhiana. I have a family connection, my in-laws. Ludhiana it is. Welcome to the show, Zulfi.
Hi, good evening, and thank you for bringing me here and looking forward to the discussion. Thank you.
Pleasure having you here, Zulfikar. Next in is somebody who doesn't need introduction to the BW Hotelier platform. This is my third show with Amardeep Singh, who's the general manager of the extremely well-appointed the Westin in Rishikesh. Welcome to the show, Amardeep.
Thank you, Mr. Khanna, and thank you for inviting me. Look forward to a very exciting discussion ahead.
Thank you for being back, Amar. Last but not the least, Delhi boy up in the hills, Sanket Chugh, who's the general manager of the Theog Resorts and Spa in Shimla. Welcome to the show, Sanket.
Hello, Bhuvanesh. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be part of the show and pleasure to be part of this esteemed panel. I look forward to some great interaction.
I'm really excited about this, about our show together. And with your permission, may I get rolling?
Sure.
Yes, please.
All right. Vishal, the first question is going to come to you, right? First of all, I love the topic, and no better topic to transport us to the north of India, through Punjab, Chandigarh, Mohali, Panchkula, up in the hills, Theog, Shimla, and Uttarakhand it is. Tell me, Vishal, Chandigarh is both a leisure and leisure destination and also a transit hub for Himachal. You're right where people would take a break or skirt past it or go direct. How do you balance business, luxury, and road trip travelers?
Sure. So Chandigarh, as it called City Beautiful, definitely is a city that serves both leisure destination and its own true self, as well as a transit hub to, it's a gateway city to Shimla, Manali, Kasauli. So definitely it requires a multifaceted approach because Chandigarh itself as a destination, we get leisure tourists coming in from Delhi, from the satellite towns of Jalandhar, Patiala, Amritsar, Ludhiana. And apart from having beautiful gardens all around the city, whether it's rock garden or rose garden, there's beautiful Sukna Lake and much better AQI as compared to Delhi and Gurgaon. So we do get a lot of travelers coming in from there. Connectivity is good, both in terms of rail, air, and road. There's a lot of train connectivity, specifically Shatabdi, Vande Bharat, the air connectivity, as well as the highway. So the business is very distinctly divided. The weekends is leisure or the pit stop for going to the hills. Weekdays is business or corporate. This is the city which has a unique distinction of being capital of two states. So there is a lot of bureaucratic work. If somebody needs to do, they need to come in. There is also Punjab and Haryana High Court. So there's a lot of lawyers that come in from all around the two states. This also, say around 45 minutes away, is a place called Baddi, which is the industrial hub and a pharma hub. So you have all the big pharma companies out there, Dr. Reddy, Cipla, P&G, L'Oreal. So we also get all those corporate businesses coming in during the weekday. So I think it's about understanding the unique needs of each traveler segment and then offering tailor-made services so you can effectively balance the needs. We at JW Marriott in Chandigarh have positioned ourselves as an aspirational destination, of course, backed by a strong brand of JW and a great loyalty program of Bonvoy, Marriott Bonvoy. And the consistent service and focusing on guest satisfaction, we are able to charge a bit of a premium to that and become an aspirational destination. For when I talk about business traveler, of course, they have the requirements of meeting rooms, business center facilities, conference spaces, efficient services in terms of express check-in, laundry service. Location definitely plays a key role. So we are at the heart of the city. There is proximity to business districts, to the airport and the railway station, which is just 30 minutes away. For the road travelers, I think it's also about the convenient location, positioned in the near the highway. There's a fuel station next to us, ample parking space, and a lot of other friendly amenities of early breakfast options or a takeaway, packed lunch option, convenient laundry services. So I think it's about balancing each of these segments, I guess, differently, because those are mostly business travelers, and weekends or long weekends guessed very, very differently, who comes with family and children, etc.
So yeah, that's good. Amongst the segments of education is huge, the military is huge, right? And I don't know much about medical tourism, but I assume with the PGI and all the other good hospitals.
Correct. So we have Max, we have PGI, we have healing, we have Paras. So there are a lot of medical institutions, and of course there's a lot of medical conferences which kind of happen in the city. Also because of the pharma belt that is there in Baddi. So that definitely is one of the key areas that we focus on as well. And in terms of education, a lot of universities, ISB is here, one of the campuses.
Yeah.
Chitkara, there is Riyadh Bara, there is a lot of universities as well, education hub. So
the scope is unlimited, and it's only going to get better. And if I was to take a break from Delhi, I would perhaps head to Chandigarh and take a break there.
Absolutely. So, and interestingly, this is also becoming a bit of a wedding destination, surprisingly. We've really seen in the last 2 years a lot of residential weddings happening. It's, as I said, conveniently located. Traffic is not an issue. Food is good. A lot of options. So I think that's also one thing which is driving. And And that's the reason we are
travelers every year, or for that matter, the ones who head to Vaga. How do you cater to such diverse guest profile?
Thank you, Bhuvanesh. So, as we all know, Amritsar is a blend of spirituality, history, and culture. So, people travel here from all across the globe, and undoubtedly, it is a holy city and a Sikh pilgrim. And while preparing for this meet, I came up with a very surprising figures. 3 million Sikhs reside outside our country, and almost 1 million are between Canada and UK. And so they marketed our city and a golden temple so well, and they encouraged people traveling to our city. So golden temple, undoubtedly, on a daily basis, we witness 100,000 devotees and visitors from all religion, be it caste and creed. And we serve, free meal, which is called langar at the Golden Temple Gurudwara, which makes world record and makes world's largest community kitchen. So we all know this was a route for all the invaders from, Alexander to Mughals, and it has a great history. So a lot of, a part of pilgrim history enthusiasts and travel enthusiasts travel to the city. This city altogether have a different aura. And
what is the guest profile for the Holiday Inn in Amritsar?
so my hotel is a very beautiful location. It's a Ranjit Avenue, the prime most and the posh most area, which is the very close proximity of Golden Temple. 15 minutes drive from Golden Temple and 30 minutes drive from Atari Wagah border. So as Mr. Modi have also said, Vasudev Kutumbakam, the world is one family. And we welcome, सर्व धर्म का सम्मान और स्वागत करते हैं इस शहर में. And that's what Golden Temple says. The four doors, east, west, north, south, welcome all the religion with open hands and and with very warm. So we as the Holiday Inn Amritsar, we tailor our hospitality, to match the need and to suit all the guest expectations. From 24 bar 7 in-room dining, from early breakfast, swift check-ins, a warm welcome, and our concierge helped transportation to the guest to Jallianwala Bagh to
But tell me, there could be peculiar requirements. No, not peculiar, really, yes. Like, if you really have to go to the Golden Temple, you should be there at 3 a.m., right? So,
yes.
so the day must start early for you.
True. Recognizing this many times, our visitors, demand concierge service at midnight or early morning 3:30 when it is pleasant and it is silent. Also, in past 1 decade, the city have witnessed all the brands existing and demand has really gone up, especially post-COVID. Flights, international flights, we have in the city. So yes, market penetration says it's around 70-75% occupancy witness.
Now, let me walk across to Ludhiana, not too far away from Amritsar, and pick on the mind of Zulfioar. Zulfioar, how are you doing in Ludhiana?
Hi, I'm absolutely doing great, and the hotel is doing
Tell me,
well.
Ludhiana, I know Ludhiana like the backside of my palm, has had a very strong business travel segment, and it's got a lot of deep penetration of amazing industries from auto parts to bicycles to woolens and hosiery. Ludhiana is also an emerging market for leisure. How are you positioning the city as a hospitality destination from the Hyatt Regency's point of view?
So, thank you for asking this wonderful question. So, if we look at the Ludhiana, it has a very, very rich heritage culture blend with the business hub, as you said. And Ludhiana is actually emerging with a complete package for both of them. When people are traveling for business, there are multiple opportunities for leisure as well. Like Ludhiana has a beautiful golf course to offer. Ludhiana has even tulip garden as well, which is in POU. So, I mean, most of the people do not know this, but it is absolutely coming up very well for leisure. You can do. We have a nightlife. We have a club in the Ludhiana, and we can enjoy multiple shopping options. All the brand exist here. There's a South City of the Ludhiana itself, which has developed very, very well, where you find all the wonderful brand. We have a club, and we can enjoy everything in Ludhiana itself. So either you are coming for leisure or you are coming for business, but we can blend both together. In fact, we can plan some trip to the border, which is 1.5 away from Ludhiana. So people also go and experience that. So how are we creating as a Hyatt Regency in Ludhiana? We are making a complete itinerary for 1 day, for 2 day, and 3 day traveler. And we offer them when they come. We connect them before they come into the hotel, and we explain that what all they can do while they are in Ludhiana. And everybody is enjoying and seeing what they have not even visualized before coming to Ludhiana. That Ludhiana has so much to offer, and we have a airport which is about to open maybe in the month of June itself. So Ludhiana will also have a wonderful connectivity from all over the places. Our railway station under construction, and that will be a world-class railway station, which should finish by the December this year itself. So Ludhiana will be redefine itself in every part of it.
Punjabis are known to spend. They like to get out. They like to get into good food, good hotels, and the Hyatt Regency being there in Ludhiana is a definite opportunity for them. How do they? What kind of footfalls do you see on a daily basis for the locals coming in and making the most of your hotel?
So if I look at if I look at the F&B part of it, I think 80% contribution from Punjabis, and the hotel is more focusing on agility itself, where people like as a general manager and my whole team is connect with every one of them personal level. When they come here, they feel recognized, they feel they are valued, and they also feel good coming to actually, if you look at that, this is the only branded hotel other than the Radisson Park Plaza. And we are actually living to our values and the brand. We are delivering more to them. They feel comfortable, they feel connected, they feel different experiences altogether. And as a hotelier, as a whole team, we are focusing on creating different experiences every day, which they come and enjoy. We are also about to open our first rooftop restaurant, which is coming up as a due. So that will also add a lot of value to create different experiences they can come and enjoy.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Zulfi. Amar, time for me to take a short trip away to the Ganges, and
Absolutely.
what better than Rishikesh? Tell me, Rishikesh is like Goa or Kerala, doesn't need to sell itself, right? It has a magnet which is doing a fantastic job, But with Rishikesh's blend of wellness, spirituality, and adventure, how do you integrate all three into the hospitality approach of not just your hotel, but the city at large? And what's your mantra?
Thank you, Mr. Khanna. I think to start with, when you called my name, that's the time I snapped out from my old memories from Chandigarh, Amritsar, and Ludhiana, because I've pretty much grown up there. Yes, rightly said, Rishikesh is a magnet, and I think Westin as a wellness brand, which is very, very prominent wellness brand, and Rishikesh as a spiritual wellness destination, it's a perfect marriage. So life becomes a little easier in integrating all these aspects. There's some key pillars of Westin, whether eat well, feel well, sleep well, play well, move well, work well. So these are the guiding force for us to have a very integrated approach. So if you would see, all the activities in the resort are based on these key principles. And the fact that Western Himalayas is positioned as a 3-generational resort. So whether it is spiritual or wellness or adventure, everything is there. Just imagine 3 generations are coming and staying with us. So the grandparents have a Ganga Aarti experience every day. You have Rishikesh spiritual tour, which is available. Now, when you come to young parents, you have a wellness journey, where you have Ayurvedic doctor doing an Nadi Parikshan, or a heavenly spa, or an art of intuition workshop. And of course, yes, for the kids, which are the third generation, you have Hakuna Matata, which would have an absolute gaming zone, to kids club. And considering the safety, we also would do a lot of nature activities. I mean, when I say nature activities, it would be more like doing a picnic at the hilltop, picnic by the riverside, bird watching treks, trip to Rajaji National Park. So, needless to say, all these things, they come as a package. We, kind of integrate them to the key principles of Westin as a brand, and that's how these experiences are there for our guests.
So tell me, what kind of percentage are we talking about as a split between international and domestic tourists? And when I'm talking about international, I'm talking about NRIs and the run-of-the-mill foreigner, if one was.
Yeah. So Rishikesh as a destination would have considerable amount of foreigners coming in. However, for our hotel, I would say about 10% would be pure foreigners and not NRIs. About 20% would be NRIs who would come in over here, and rest of it is the domestic Indian travelers. So that's the mix. So 10, 20, 30, and rest of it as 70%.
So tell me, you're slightly removed from the Ganges. You're up in the hills.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you manage that? Westin is known for wellness.
Absolutely.
Right? And yours is a resort. So
yeah. So one thing we have to, as you mentioned, Ganges, most of the Indians would have been to Rishikesh. Okay. So most of the people who would come to us would actually be coming for their second visit to Rishikesh. Okay. Once you are in the hotel, except for if you want to go for a Ganga Aarti, you are there the entire day. The team would, when you check in, the team would sit down with you, prepare an itinerary step by step, time by time, whatever you would want to do. That's what is then followed by the guest. So it's flexible yet completely planned out, and that's how it would work out. Being away from Ganges, yes, of course, yes, we would be about 40 minutes away from Ganges, but I would hardly see guests moving out of the resort. So the spa, the nature trails, etc., all the activities which I just spoke about is what they would do when they are in the hotel.
excellent. Thank you so much, Amar. That was good to hear. Now a location which is on my bucket list and that is still to be ticked. I have yet to be to Shimla and I'm embarrassed. Sanket, tell me, Shimla is a legacy hill station. The Goras set it up. It was their summer capital, was it?
Yes, it was.
All right. And you're slightly removed from it, but the traveler profile has evolved. What are today's high-end guests looking for?
Yeah.
Let's hear you on that.
He's up in the hills.
Okay, first of all, thank you so much, Bhuvanesh, for inviting me to this panel. I'm actually privileged to be part of this esteemed gathering.
A pleasure.
Yeah.
Pleasure is ours. Thank you so much for being here.
So, first of all, we at the Taj are known to introduce unique and interesting destinations, and I think Theog is one of in the same line. We have something which is very unique, which is rare these days. We have clean air and blue skies. We have absolutely stunning views of snow-capped mountains. We have absolutely stunning sky at the night, where you can see a lot of stars. There is a marked shift in not just traveler profiles, but also travel mindset over a period of time. Post-COVID, our travel interests have evolved. There are many options available now. There's more affluent travel happening instead of longer duration breaks. People used to first take one break in a year. Now there are multiple breaks in a year. Their holiday calendar is dotted with shorter breaks, drivable, where they can drive down. That's the planning of our vacation has changed over a period of time. Our habit of buying holidays have changed over a period of time. COVID has also brought family travel center stage, group travel at the core of our travel needs. Families, groups, friends, they are scouting for destinations around metro cities where family milestone events can be done, events can be celebrated. Unique and unexplored destinations are quite sought after. There are legacy destinations like Goa or Kerala, but unique destinations like Rishikesh has come up, Kashmir has come up, and we are in the same line. And the same is applicable. The same rule is applicable for events and differential experience. So discerning customer, discerning traveler of today places a premium on a unique destination. We are also riding on the same demand pull wave. You create a destination, demand will come on its own. Theog's demand and the region's demand has grown over a period of time. Year on year, we have seen a considerable increase. We are still a new kid on the block. We still have a lot to do, but we are one of the largest hotels in south of Himachal, Theog, Mushobra, Chel, etc. And locations of this region. They're now known as the high-end luxury location. So we do not have mass travel happening here. We have niche travel happening here. Apart from that, be it curated food and beverage or an adventure travel experience, we are situated in the lap of Himalayas. So if you stand at my main porch on the right-hand side or in the front, you will actually see a very beautiful view of the snow-capped middle Himalayas. These destinations, these regions are still to be explored. Apart from that, be it trekking or high-end luxury experiences, relaxation, spa experiences, we have everything around here. We have everything around in the hotel. These destinations are at par with any high-end destinations across the globe, be it Europe or Western Americas, and our job is to bring that to the world stage. And that's exactly what we are doing. Taj Theog is one of the such luxury offerings we have. It's one of the such luxury hotels that we have here in this region. And I'm thankful to my guests as well, who have received us with so much of love and appreciation. And that's all. In the beginning, I would like to say.
Tell me, I have two short add-ons to you. One, what is your source market, if I was to say? And two, what is your air connectivity? Typically, Shimla, how far is it? And
so this is a very interesting question that you asked. The source market over a period of time also now gets linked to segments. So if I'm looking at, say, a MICE business, I'm looking at a wedding destinations. People are looking and they're willing now to travel to farther regions, provided there is an experience which we are able to offer. So for example, if I tell you my MICE destination and my MICE market is primarily from Bombay or from Bangalore or these regions. Yes, connectivity does play an important role. So for drivable distances, for people who want to take a shorter break for 3 days, club a Monday or a Tuesday with a weekend, and they want to come here, Punjab is one of our source market. Delhi is actually quite a large market we have. If there is a holiday in Delhi, people don't mind traveling 5 to 6 hours coming in here, and road connectivity is improving day by day. Yes, air connectivity to Shimla still needs some work, but that has not been the hindrance. If you look at numbers over a period of last 4 years, year on year, we have gained almost 5 to 8%. Now the city occupancy is reaching between 65 to 70. And like my colleague Vishal had said, Chandigarh acts as a hub. So people don't mind coming to Chandigarh, meeting relatives, friends, spending one night, and then going for a shorter break to Theog.
Excellent. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful response. Sanket, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
At this stage of the show, we've reached the halfway point. I'll take a short 30-second commercial break. Thank you, Diversey. Diversey, you've been a great support for not just BW Hotelier, the GM show, but for the industry. Your hand means a lot because we're able to relay the message of all the general managers when we have such meaningful discussions with them to a larger audience, not just in the subcontinent, but beyond to perhaps all continents of our lovely planet. And look, this industry is going very far. And the talent, as you can see, is better than any, right? So we have to really put our hands together for such amazing general management talent. I used to worry with the expansion of the hospitality industry, where is the general management talent going to come from? Hello, there you are. Amazing general management talent. So the industry sits on very firm, secure, large shoulders and is secured by these wonderful hands. Thank you so much, Vishal. Let me come back to you with your second one. No, I'm amazed. I'm amazed by Chandigarh, our first planned modern city. Tell me, with the rising demand for premium hospitality along highways, how are high-end brands reimagining the so-called pit stop luxury? Because you're like Sanket was just saying, if somebody has to go to Theog, he can go through Chandigarh. If somebody has to go to Kullu Manali, they can go to Theog through Chandigarh. If they had to head out to Patiala, Ropar, or wherever you are, they have to. So Chandigarh's kind of become that pit stop.
Yeah, sure. Including Rishikesh, we all,
Yes, absolutely.
as a team, we went and just took us 4.5 hours. So yes, it is a gateway city. And also, as Sanket mentioned, that now is the time for micro vacations. People do, even if it's a weekend, even if there's a 1 day Friday or a Monday added on. So that's a quick getaway, and connectivity definitely has improved. So that's really fueling this whole post-pandemic micro vacation and urban staycation per se. For the luxury, I think it's all about creating exclusive experiences, and three things are key to it, which is to combine comfort, luxury, and convenience. That's the mantra also that we follow. For the people on the move, what they really need is convenience, location, personalized services in terms of any tailor-made concierge services. So if they're here with us for a night or two, what we can offer to them in terms of the local taste of Chandigarh. In a limited time, they can cover up most of the touch points. Also within the hotel, when it starts with breakfast, we have a nice Punjabi section where we do, of course, the Amritsari kulcha and the sarson ka saag and makke ki roti, etc. So that gives them that immersive experience. We have multiple food and beverage options to offer. That's what the travelers are looking at. F&B is big in Punjab and Chandigarh per se. We have 7 F&B outlets. So we have our own brewery. We were one of the first hotels to have our own brewery as well, which converts into a high energy lounge. So that's the food and beverage aspect of it, which is really a part and parcel of this. The other piece is the wellness part of it. I think relaxation. If you are on the road, you definitely need a good spa. So we have a great spa as well, a salon. Coincidentally, when I joined here 2 years back and I looked around, there weren't any pet-friendly hotels, branded hotels. So people who were moving had to stay in Airbnbs, etc. So we became a pet-friendly hotel a year and a half back. And so that's really appreciated by the guests who are traveling by road, taking their pets along. That option is also available now at our place.
Let the pets into the guest's room?
We have earmarked rooms, yes. So we are a pet-friendly hotel. Okay. So usually it's resorts which do that, but city hotels, very limited options. But being a gateway and a destination, people are traveling, so that's very well appreciated. So yes, we have that option as well with the pet amenities, etc.
Excellent.
So also apart from that, I think the room size, people need space. So we have one of the largest room sizes in the city. So I think all in all, it's all about combining comfort, as I said, with convenience, and creating those experiences which are tailor-made.
So it's so wonderful to note. But tell me, how Punjab does not need any introduction or pull for food. Food is almost second skin to a Punjabi and all those people who are visiting Punjab. So, not just makki ki roti and all. What are the kind of indulgences, and do you also do outdoor catering and all?
Yes. So in fact, now IPL season is coming up. So Chandigarh is going to host 4 to 5 matches here. There's a new stadium which has come up at Mullarpur, and we will be hosting those teams. And there's also outdoor catering along with that at the stadium. So last year as well we did that. And this year as well, we're putting our hand up for that. So that's one attraction which brings in people from all across as well. IPL, which is very kind of sought after and looked forward to. Yes, food is integral part. As I mentioned, we are a Finbit-driven hotel. 50% of my revenues come from food and beverage, including banquets and restaurants. That's the driving force. People love to eat and splurge here. Also, a lot of satellite town people come in and actually do shopping here in Chandigarh. There are a couple of malls, maybe where they have the highest footfalls and the spend per person, and they would come on the weekend, do shopping, indulge, stay, and move back to their respective homes and cities. So yes, that is one another you can say reason to come and visit Chandigarh, which is shopping and high-end shopping. So you have all the brands available here.
I know the function for the Punjabis to shop and drop. Thank you so much, Vishal. That was very valuable.
Yeah.
I want to focus on Holiday in Amritsar, and its operational strategies that help you maintain guest experience despite high tourist footfalls, especially during festivals. How does Holiday Inn manage that? And what kind of diverse guest profiles does Holiday Inn handle?
We were discussing, my friend Vishal was highlighting Amritsari kulcha. So me being an Amritsar, experiencing it, every corner you have kulcha wala. And definitely Punjab being vibrant and cultural and colorful, and people are so...
Within Holiday Inn. Let's look at what does Punjab offers, what it has to. Let's talk about
Sure.
Holiday.
So Holiday, we being at Holiday Inn, our 60% of the revenue has been driven by food and beverage. Since it is a diversified community, we have it at city and at our hotel as well. So festivals and during peak seasons, it is undoubtedly exciting opportunity, and on the same time there are many operational challenges as well. Festivals like Guru Purv, Diwali, Vaishali, and Independence Day drive significant visitors increase. So for this, we definitely have right team management. Planning will come in place. Effectively managing guest expectation while maintaining service excellence. It is required structural operational plan altogether. And since I mentioned the state is welcoming Atithi Deva Bhava is a principle we work on. So from warm welcome to fond farewell, we make sure each and every guest is being catered in a more specific and best manner, I should say. From seamless check-ins to small moments like high tea during Guru Purv, serving food in langar style, and during Vaisakhi we organize some bhangdas or some events which definitely makes us stand out and gives a memorable stay to the guest.
Thank
So
you.
this is small.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Zulfikar, time to get back to you. Ludhiana again is the go-between if you were to get to Jalandhar or you were to get to Amritsar or take a spin off from there to Fagwada or whatever lines, where the action is on the Firozpur Road. highway hotels are seeing an upmarket shift. First of all, you agree or not?
Absolutely. I'm
All right.
100%
Now
agree.
tell me what premium experiences are becoming essential for these stopover travelers. What are they really looking for? Not just a pit stop.
So, thank you. This is a wonderful question. As my friend Sanket and Vishal has also mentioned somewhere is about how people see the world after COVID-19 is 360-degree change. So earlier, people were focusing on to reach the destination. They were not enjoying the journey. So post-COVID, the whole perspective is, looking at the world, and they also wanted to enjoy journey while they are reaching to the destination. This perception has been changed. So that is how, there's a huge, increment in the sales of personal car. People have bought more cars in comparison to the earlier. People are driving nowadays and they want to enjoy the journey. And thanks to all the YouTuber and other people who are also talking about different experience. So people see this world differently altogether. So while we are on the way where we want to reach, we also want to enjoy the local cuisine, the local culture. That is the main reason this culture of highway, stopover or pit over, whatever we call, is increasing day by day. Now, when we talk about Hyatt Regency in Ludhiana, a lot of people who are coming here while they are moving to Amritsar, a lot of people who are staying in Ludhiana while they are moving to Kashmir by road itself. So Ludhiana is also a gateway to reaching to either you are going to Amritsar or you are going to Kashmir or sometime you are going to, Chandigarh also and some other places, Fagwara and all. They wanted to stay in Ludhiana. So while they are here, they enjoy everything together. How we add premium experience is the pillar of the industry, which is actually the emotional connect. No matter how we are moving on technology and AI is playing a very, very crucial and important role. But as a human being, if we go back and understand while we all were closed in the house during the COVID-19, we have the technology, we have the virtual screen, but we all feeling suffocated because we were not able to make emotional connect, meeting people. So that is the plug which we are utilizing in the hotel. Like somebody is coming into our hotel, we personally connect with them one day in advance or the day of arrival. What time are they coming? What they like to do? What is the purpose of their visit? And then there's a very subtle message which goes to somebody that, hi, I'm your ambassador. I will be looking forward to meet you on your arrival. And generally, what was happening in the hotel earlier, somebody has to go to reception and tell them that I have a reservation and telling the name. But in our hotel, we try to recognize the guest when they step in the lobby. Ke, hi, I was, waiting for you.
So nice.
And
So
then,
nice. These small things make the
absolutely.
entire experience so nice and you feel wanted. And this is what will bring them back.
And yes, and how are we customizing? Like when somebody comes earlier, we used to provide a basically a mono type of welcome drink, which I have changed. When somebody come, we offer them first hot or cold towel during on the the seasonality, and then we offer them, would you like to try something hot or in cold? So when they say in hot, we offer them a kahwa, which is coming from Kashmir. If they want to go for something cold, we again offer them the lassi, which is the Ludhiana is or the whole Punjab is known about, and we also offer them a sugarcane juice. Whatever, we are not going ahead with the the old what we used to do as a traditional like welcome drink, mocktails and all. So it is a heavily customized. Like I was seeing the GM show of, somebody was talking about, Satish Kumar was talking about hyper personalization. So,
True.
working on the same model that everybody, and we also try to trace if they're traveling with the kids and what is the favorite, the personality a kid is attached to. Somebody is connected to Spider-Man, somebody is connected to the Batman. I also have a 9-year-old son, so I understand how the kids behave. And
My mantra would be, Zulfi, and all my friends here, treat your guest the way you would want somebody to treat you.
Absolutely correct.
है ना? आप उसको वो सत्कार और अदब दो जो आप चाहते हैं कि दूसरा आपको दे.
Absolutely.
राइट? वो सत्कार देना हमारा एक फर्ज है. इट इज अ ड्यूटी. इफ वी कैन नॉट डू दैट, वी आर नॉट अ होटेलियर ऑफ आवर ओन सॉल्ट.
Absolutely.
Right? So I think we need to just keep upping the game.
Yes.
And look, don't focus on ADRs. Deliver your product and services the best way you can. Your ADRs will not be a problem. You will exceed them. Just up your game. Just up your experience. I'm so happy to hear all of you. Zulfi, thank you so much. But I also have one question. जब लोग आपके यहाँ से travel कर रहे हैं, when they make it a pit stop, I'm sure they come and eat over here if they're not staying overnight. Do they also pack and carry?
Very rare, because they wanted to enjoy on between itself. We even
At the dhabas?
Yes, so it is very rare, but they only carry
Or
some.
do they take a wellness break? कि मैं थक गया, can I get a massage?
Yes, they do. So you take a break. The second thing is we are also focusing on agility, and it's all about flexibility. Somebody want to come early, somebody want to come, go late, or in between is that what flexibility they wanted to have, what time they wanted to have breakfast. So
I'm so happy I've asked you this, Zulfi. I've got more than my stomach full of a response. Thank you so much. That was very valuable. What I want to, yours is a luxury resort. And Westin, like I always say, is a wellness brand. But tell me, luxury resorts in pilgrimage towns face different challenges, don't they? But how do you balance their indulgence with cultural sensitivity is the moot point. I want you to tell me your mind on this.
You're absolutely right. It can be a very, very touchy topic. Yeah. But come to think of it, why would the cultural sensitivity come into play at any given point of time? It is only when you don't follow the law of the land. The law of the land is extremely, extremely important. And someone who has not been there, he comes there, opens a new resort. What's the best way of making sure you are sensitive towards the traditions, you are respectful towards it, is just engage with the community. They are your best teachers. You generate employment for them. Let's say you are in a small village, get that lady of the house to come and cook in your cafeteria. Give them an opportunity to become self-dependent. In this process, they are the ones who are actually going to teach you, what are the do's and the don'ts and the rules. And once you have balanced that well, I think then it's a cakewalk. And that's what exactly happened when we opened this resort, being in Rishikesh. And let's face it, wedding destination, it's becoming a wedding destination. You would have non-vegetarian food, you would have alcohol being served. But at the same time, you need to have certain do's and don'ts. And we, as custodian of that particular community, have to educate our customers as well. So I think that's how we keep that balance there.
Excellent. Excellent. But tell me, what is, if I was to ask you to cut and dice your target guests, right, in terms of profiles, into age groups, what are we talking about? Who comes more? Youngsters? Who spends more? Youngsters or old fogs like me?
As I mentioned earlier also, Ms. Khanna, we are a 3-generation resort. Okay? We will not have, or let me put it this way, whilst the younger crowd, which is 25 and below, may be a catalyst in making that decision, but end of the day, the decision maker is an achiever. That target audience of achiever who's between that age group of 35 to 45. The ones who are running around day in, day out to get their entire thing in order, being financially secure. These are the people who would come in. And when they're doing this, they somewhere, and me being a father and a son, and I will tell you, this is what exactly I would do. I would take that opportunity to take my father and my son and my wife to a small location to enjoy that weekend. I think that's our primary target audience.
Thank you so much. Time to come back to you, Sanket. Let's talk infrastructure and seasonality impact on hill resorts. Look, there is no taking away from the fact that now at a much faster pace is the infrastructure getting to Western or developed levels, right? So it's really reducing the impact of seasonality. But if I was to ask you, how do you optimize operations and revenue across peak and off-peak periods? What would you have to tell me?
Okay, Bhuvanesh, first of all, the picture you see behind me is the exact picture of the hotel. This is exactly how the hotel looks and exactly the location is. It's not morphed.
I want to see what is behind you. Just turn around a little. There you are. Amazing.
Yeah.
It is so
So-
beautiful.
So the reason I mentioned this is since you asked me about the operational excellence and what challenge do we face. This picture is not morphed. This is actually this
No,
this
I
year's snow.
love it.
So we are situated at 8,000 feet, and that brings its own operational challenges and advantages and certain learnings from here. See, apart from offering luxury experiences to our discerning customers, we also have to ensure the safety and security and medical and health needs and the logistic support to every guest. So that's the fundamental, becomes the core of our operation here. During peak season, our endeavor is to go for a revenue uptake by providing, curated experiences for each segment of our traveler. Be it unique dining experience for honeymooners or customized dining experiences for families. See, creative engagement opportunities are provided for outdoorsy travelers because you have a lot of adventure travel which is happening now. Nature walks, orchard visits. We have a lot of apple orchards around here. Then luxury MICE is growing quite considerably. We have a lot of luxury MICE happening here, and a lot of top MNCs and MICE organizers expect luxury delivery. So that also puts a pressure on operational delivery. As far as the hotel business is concerned, see, pricing and occupancy also has to be looked into. So pricing is used as a lever to attract families, groups, smaller vacations. We have a very unique product here, duplex, where one key and two bedrooms come with the product. So, and they are next to each other. So this caters to a lot of families and groups which come to our hotel. Festive offers are easy to pitch, showcase the allure of the hills, and seasonality plays an important role. Christmas, New Year, Holi, and Diwali, they all then add up to the hotel's occupancy. But operations is effectively optimized in peak season. We have energy costs going up. We have repair maintenance going up, and we control that. We also have to invest a lot in skilling, reskilling our staff, and providing them cross-functional and L&D exposure, because at this particular location, I would expect my staff to know multiple roles, to play multiple roles. And this has held us in good stead. Better staff utilization, better product utilization, better energy utilization, because the customer who comes into this kind of a resort and at our location expects Tajness. They're paying top dollar and they would expect that kind of a delivery.
Agree. But tell me, has the season and off-season effect flattened to an extent?
Bhuvanesh, this is a very interesting. We are in a changing environment where season and non-season actually needs to look at it very differently. From a business point of view, there are certain segments which will kick in a non-season. For example, we have a lot of OTT shoots happening. Now, they do not depend on season. They depend on what kind of availability and location. So whether it is rains or whether it is summers or whether it is winters, that we're not. We have a lot of, we are exploring writers retreat. So people who want to come and in peace and quiet. So off season, when people are not here, a lot of writers who come from international destinations want to spend longish duration and ride.
That's a long stay.
So we have to explore those segments which are untouched. See, season time, you will have weddings, you will have MICE, you will have leisure travel, you have a regular needs of the traveler which needs to be addressed. But the idea is to explore those uncharted segments which can cater to that, and that way it remains, the operational continuity remains, the financial flow through remains, the staff also keeps learning, they are involved, so we don't need to think much about.
How many keys are we talking about here typically, Sanket?
I'm one of the largest, we are one of the largest hotel in south of Himachal. I have 97 keys and 103 bedrooms, and we have a lot of open spaces and banqueting spaces here. We have lawns and
what's the total property size?
6+ acres.
Okay, that's
on top of the mountain.
All right, on top. And how far are you from Shimla? In terms
we are
of
1 hour.
time?
So 1 hour 30 minutes is the travel time. I mean, it peak time and non-peak time on an average. And from Shimla airport, we are almost same 1 hour to 40 minutes, 1 hour 40 minutes to there.
Excellent.
But it's a convenient drive. It's a convenient drive.
Oh, it is. It is. It is. So that brings us to the closure of the show. And I've really enjoyed myself. It was fun curating this session with a topic which was very different, and then playing it all up, what kind of questions to ask to make it very interesting. More than interesting, valuable for all people who are watching, because the show has to be rich in terms of learnings to take away. Thank you so much. I've had a ball. Can I take a couple of minutes to 3 minutes for a short quiz with you all?
Sure.
All right. So raise your hands. Give me short, cryptic responses. No long sentences. Raise your hand and I'll call you out. Let me begin with this. Tell me what percentage of India's domestic travelers prefer road trips over air travel? The choices are 34%, 47%, 52%, 61%. This is like the KBC. Bolo ji.
Is it 61?
अच्छा चलो आगे और कोई?
Is it 52?
Who's that?
52.
Okay, आगे.
I think it would be around 52% people who would prefer.
All right. Okay. Who else? कोई नहीं, बाकी दोनों तो भाग गए. चलो, I'll give it to Ravi and Sanket. It's 52%. Tell me, what is the estimated market size of India's luxury hill resort sector going to look like by 2026? $52.5 billion? $2.5 billion, $3.8 billion, $5.1 billion, or $6.4 billion?
5.1, I believe.
अच्छा चलो आगे बढ़ो और बताओ.
Is it 6.4?
मैं नहीं बताऊंगा कि तुम ठीक हो या गलत हो.
3.8.
कौन बोल रहा है?
3.8.
किसने बोला है?
Vishal.
हाँ चल तेरे को दे देता हूँ.
I was about to say the same thing.
The guys in the hills should know it better, though.
Yeah, I was about to say that it is between $3.8 billion.
All right.
One right.
तो मेरे को ये बताओ, on an average, how many vehicles pass through India's busiest highways daily? 85,000, 120,000, 175,000, or 200,000?
It has to be the highest number, 2 lakhs.
Oh, tu chhad na.
175,000.
175.
It's 120,000, bhai.
Okay. So
Wow.
है ना? Tell me what percentage of premium leisure travelers in India now consider boutique hill resorts over traditional hotels? 28%, 41%, 55%, 62%.
Actually, that number is growing. So this is
41.
मैंने बोला अभी तक बोल यार.
I said that this is something which is very close to 55%. This is growing.
आगे बढ़ो और
41.
41.
41.
41.
आगे बोलो जुल्फी.
41.
62.
फंस गया. और
62.
फंस गया होर
28.
फंस गया संकेत 55%.
Yeah, see, I was telling you it is 55%.
Okay.
It's a going segment.
अरे यार लुक मैंने एक और पूछना है. अच्छा मेरे को ये बताओ, which of these is the most visited spiritual destination in North India annually? Rishikesh, Amritsar, Vaishno Devi, or Haridwar?
Vaishno Devi.
Vaishno
Any day,
Devi.
Vaishno Devi.
Amritsar.
Vaishno Devi.
Vaishno Devi.
Anybody challenging that?
Amritsar.
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 Unfortunately, you're wrong. It's Vaishno Devi. And
Vaishno
See, that's three right answers.
So now Sanket gets to host us all for an all paid 2 nights, 3 days stay.
Yes, yes.
Most welcome, all of you. Most welcome. My team and I will be delighted.
Thank you. You're most gracious. That's your gesture is good enough. Thank you so much. And you got it right, boy. So if I was to pack up the show with your permission, I don't want to leave the show because I'm enjoying it so much. As you can see, I've had a fascinating discussion. And my key takeaways from our speakers today, Vishal highlighted the shift in Chandigarh's hospitality from a transit stop to a destination. Am I right, Vishal?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. And he's upping the game and he's looking forward to the outdoor stuff he can do and rake in some precious bucks during the IPL. More importantly, he wants to take the experience away from his hotel to the new stadium. Where is the new stadium coming up?
This is a place called Mullapur.
Oh, Mullapur mein.
Yeah.
Very nice. And what happens to this stadium?
That will still be there. I mean, there is a local PCB and a lot of other sporting events which will continue there.
Great. Ravi discussed Amritsar's balance between religious tourism and premium stays. Is that right, Ravi?
Yeah.
All right. Zulfioar, my friend from Ludhiana. When I say my friend, मेरी बीवी का नानका उधर है, so I have to be careful. He shed light on Ludhiana's evolution from a corporate hub to a growing leisure market and how he handles the pit stop traveler. Am I right, Zulfi?
Absolutely correct.
All right. And he's personalizing the experience to the finest. Amardeep explained how Rishikesh's hospitality must blend spirituality, adventure, and wellness. Is that right, Amar?
Absolutely.
Okay. Apart from getting the 3 quiz right, Sanket shared insights on tackling infrastructure and seasonality in high altitude resorts. And he's also agreed to host us all for a 2-night, 3-day all paid stay.
Yes, please.
All right.
Most welcome.
That's stretching his leg too far. But then thank you. Your gesture is well taken. You know, for me, one thing is very clear. North India's hospitality sector is no longer just about pit stops and legacy resorts. The road ahead is about seamlessly integrating accessibility with exclusivity, spiritual charm with contemporary luxury, and regional authenticity with global hospitality standards. I must extend a huge thank you to my esteemed speakers for all your valuable insights and to our audience for tuning in. The hospitality industry in North India is evolving faster than ever. And as we've seen today, whether it's a highway retreat, a spiritual sanctuary, or a mountain escape, the key to success is balancing guest expectations with operational excellence. Join us tomorrow for another power-packed discussion on the Diversey BW Hotelier GM Show series. It'll be our last day of the season. We shall close the season after that. Watch out for us. Stay tuned. Until then, drive safe, stay inspired, and keep redefining hospitality. Before I get away, I must thank all my speakers, but more importantly, while they are the stars of the show, I must thank my back-end team, the BW and BW Hotelier team. They bring out shows without a glitch, and they burn midnight oil They work hard, they labor hard, they get into detailing, and that is why I am able to front face for their efforts. Thank you, Team BW and BW Hotelier. You mean the world to me. Now, Leah, thank you all. Let me now thank you all, gentlemen. You're stars, right? I'm so reassured that this industry is going to go places under your charge. Thank you, Vishal, for being there.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ravi. Zulfi, thank you so much. Amar,
Thank you, sir.
thank you. Last but
Thank you,
not
Bhuvanesh. Thank you. You've been a great host.
Thank you so much. बंद नहीं करना. अभी मैं डाइवर्सी को भी थैंक यू बोल लो. See you all back tomorrow, Friday, the 28th at 4 p.m. It'll be our last day, like I said. Enjoy the show. And I'm sure you've liked this show. I've loved it. Thank you again, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Pleasure.
you for gracing this platform. I owe you a lot.